German plan for the war was simple: hold off the Russians in the east whilst a large force cut through Luxembourg and Belgium in what was called the Schlieffen plan. The idea was that the Germans would capture Paris and force a French surrender, after which they could turn their full might on the Russians, who would take a long time to mobilise. On the 4th, Germany entered Belgium after it refused to grant the passage of German troops. Britain had guaranteed Belgium's independence since 1830, but the Germans weren't expecting the British to actually be willing to go to war for it. They were wrong. By mid-August, the respective sides of the war looked like this. You'll note that Italy hadn't come to the aid of the rest of the Triple Alliance, and the reason for this was that this was only a defensive pact, and so Italy wasn't obligated to do anything, and so they didn't. So the balance of power early on favoured Germany and Austria-Hungary, together known as the Central Powers. Germany had a large population, it was heavily industrialised, and at the beginning had more men available to fight. Austria-Hungary was also there. Whereas Russia, on paper, had a terrifyingly large army, but it was spread out, poorly trained and under-equipped. France also had a well-equipped conscript army, but it was much smaller, and Britain didn't have any conscripts at all, but instead had a fairly small but robust professional army. The German army started by quickly pushing through Belgium, and in the zones they occupied, they brutally repressed any Belgian resistance.